It's time now for a look latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Board of Education met Tuesday evening for their monthly board meeting. Several recognitions on the agenda. One of those was the recognition of the local teachers of the years and the announcement of who is district teacher of the year and who will compete for the statewide honor. First, the list of 8 teachers of the year: Amy Fender, Odom Elementary Teacher of the Year; Heather Bach, Scriven Elementary Teacher of the Year; Christine Paul, Jesup Elementary; Candace Mixon, James E. Bacon Elementary; Nikita Foreman, Martha Rawls Smith Elementary; Elizabeth Pittman, Arthur Williams Middle School; Christy Rollins, Martha Puckett Middle School; and Quavon Spriggs, Wayne County High School. And the district winner is K-5 Elementary Teacher Candace Mixon at James E. Bacon. WIFO had a chance to talk to her, get her thoughts on the honor. Here, Candace Mixon named district-wide Teacher of the Year. First of all, how's that sound?
It sounds a little bit unreal. Too good to be true.
A good list of candidates listed tonight, all honored tonight, Teachers of the Year, but they had to pick one, so now you're in the statewide competition. So what do you do between now and then to compete for that? Do you have any idea?
Well, I will probably call on some other teachers that have gone before, and I'll be talking with them, definitely. Lisa Kicklighter last year, and so I know I'll be reaching out to some of them, as well as Amy.
Well, apparently some of your teachers and principal must have knew this was happening because they had a big support staff here. So how did that make you feel tonight?
They are very sneaky. It makes me feel just loved and very undeserving.
And what do you teach?
I teach K-5, so we actually have a STEAM program now, and we were able to write a proposal last year, and Dr. Kelly approved that, and so we are sort of piloting a STEAM class for all the elementary schools, and we get to host it here at James Bacon. So I teach kindergarten through 5th. Each day they rotate through, and we get to do all sorts of things like solar ovens and building windmills and green screen and really some cool stuff.
This was the first week all the students are back. How's it been to have all the students back?
It is like starting over. So it is very similar to that first day of school. Students have to learn those expectations, and teachers have to get back in the habit of a full class.
Well, congratulations again.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And once again, those comments of Candace Mixon again, K-5 Elementary Teacher James E. Bacon again, winner of the district-wide RISA Teacher of the Year. Also recognized last night was 5th grade student at Odom Elementary, Carly Johnson. She's the winner of the Young Georgia Author Contest for a story she wrote entitled The Mermaid Girl. She was a 4th grader in Tiffany Dennison's class when she wrote the winning entry last year. She's now a 5th grader at Odom Elementary. She and her parents on hand. Carly read the winning entry last night for the Board of Education. In board news, the board approved $750 to help the FFA with their trip later in the year to national competition. The board approved calendar 1 for the next 2 school years. Amy Denny says the process began in early August. Each school had a couple representatives to give their input on the school calendar. 2 were presented to teachers. 81% preferred calendar 1, so the board approved calendar 1 by unanimous vote last night. The board also got a COVID update from Superintendent Kelly saying the number of positive cases way down the past 2 weeks. All schools back to normal session with all students and teachers attending. Personnel always part of the agenda. Here's a rundown of the personnel. From Tuesday, September 28th, certified resignation, Caitlin Leisure, Martha Rawls Smith Elementary. Classified resignations, Nicole Harper, Martha Rawls Smith Elementary, and Tanika Reddy's Transportation. That's a look at your school board meeting from yesterday. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. City of Odom gearing up for this Saturday's 46th annual Odom Homecoming. The event kicked off this past Saturday. Its local band Second Chance performed in front of the great crowd at the train depot. Tonight, the city honors their Odom Elementary Teacher of the Year as its parade grand marshal, Amy Fender. Amy was at the school board meeting last night. We had a chance to talk to her about the honor of being the parade grand marshal. He's the Odom Elementary Teacher of the Year Grand Marshal at the Odom Day Parade this Saturday. How excited are you to be in the parade?
Oh, I feel so honored and welcome to be a part of the Odom Day festivities. Been a part of Odom for 19 years, and I'm just looking forward to being a part of that hometown crowd, and just excited to see my kids as well, because they're excited for me just as much as I'm excited for myself.
Odom does it big. They got a reception Wednesday night, so all your family and friends will come by. I'm sure some of your students will be there as well.
Yes, they're excited excited. I think they will show up, and yes, and my family will be there as well to help me celebrate.
Well, how does it feel to be Teacher of the Year? There's a lot of teachers in Odom, so to be selected Odom Teacher of the Year, how is that?
I do feel honored, but I will say that I'm just one piece of the puzzle, and I feel like it's a collective group effort, but I am honored to be recognized by my fellow coworkers, and I hope that I've represented them well.
Well, congratulations again, and have fun at the parade.
Thank you.
And once again, that's Parade Grand Marshal for this Saturday. Amy Fender, Odom Elementary Teacher of the Year. Once again, that reception tonight at 7 p.m. at the Odom Rec Center. Everyone's invited. Then Saturday, the big day, parade at 10 a.m., activities, entertainment all throughout the day. Odom Homecoming T-shirts still available on sale at City Hall. They're $15 each. Again, tonight, the reception for the Parade Grand Marshal, Amy Fender. Good news for law enforcement officers, firefighters, and first responders this week as Governor Brian Kemp announced that they will soon receive a $1,000 bonus from the state. Up to $100 million in bonuses will come out of the federal COVID-19 relief funds that Democrats in Congress approved in March. Because Kemp has the legal authority to dole out the federal relief funds, law enforcement won't have to wait until the General Assembly meets next year to consider the expenditure. Governor made the announcement at the Capitol with State House Speaker David Ralston and Attorney General Chris Carr, other local law enforcement officers and firefighters in attendance. More than 80,000 police and sheriff employees, EMTs, dispatchers, state troopers, and guards, full-time firefighters, and others will be eligible for the bonus. Volunteer first responders, mostly firefighters, will receive a stipend of $300. Kemp says our law enforcement officials and first responders answered the call of duty and bravely served on the front line in our fight against COVID. Despite all the challenges that were thrown their way, we're taking this step to support our men and women in uniform and first responders by providing them this well-deserved bonus. Reminder, the last day to register to vote is Monday, October the 4th. Again, if you'd like to be eligible to vote in the upcoming City of Jesup and Scrivener elections, which are set for November 2nd, deadline to register to vote in the election is Monday, October 4th. If you've changed your name or your address since you last voted, please update your voter file by coming to the registrar's office. And please note the following important change in advanced voting location. The advanced voting location for the November 2nd election has moved from the Wayne County Courthouse to the Cracker-Williams Annex Building located at 245 East Bay Street in Jesup. Early voting is going to begin Tuesday, October the 12th. It runs through Friday, October the 29th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Advanced voting will also be held on Saturday, October 16th and Saturday, October 23rd from 9 to 4 p.m. at the Cracker-Williams Annex Building at 245 East Bay Street. Again, only City of Jesup voters and City of Scrivener voters are eligible to vote in the city elections. Due to election law changes, a voter must submit their application for an absentee by mail ballot to the registrar's office by October 22nd. The earliest date an absentee by mail ballot can be mailed to a voter is October the 12th. Please note the following important change in Election Day voting locations. Election Day voting location for Jesup City voters in District 1 and 2 has been moved from the Bennett Union Church to the Hall Richardson Recreation Center located at 644 North 4th Street. The Election Day voting location for Scrivener City voters has been moved from Grace Community Center to the new Sam Dreyer Community Center located at 219 Flory Street in Scrivener. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes news tomorrow night at the Farmers Market, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce cooking a meal for all elected officials. Again, sponsored by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. That's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at the Wayne County Farmers Market at 533 North 1st Street. And they ask you to please RSVP to the Chamber if you plan to attend. The number is 427-2028. Still time to sign up for the Scarecrows Among Us contest. Again, $40 entry fee. The deadline is October the 1st. The setup will be between October 8th and 14th. Again, it's sponsored by the Jesup Kiwanis Club and the Jesup Downtown Development Authority. If you need more information, call Molly Hall at City Hall at 427-1313. And again, don't forget the 22nd Annual Lean Tall Memorial Rodeo dates have been set. Friday and Saturday, October 8th and 9th. Performances nightly at 8 p.m. Gospel sing at 6:30. Cowboy Church at 7:30. All taking place at the TNT Arena on Hortense Road in Scrivener, Georgia. If you need more information, call 579-2419 or 256-1034. Ticket prices $15 for adults, $10 for kids under 6, admitted free. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, say have a great day.